Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be bringing you all the first video from our new house. We are working on getting unpacked and settled, so I'm taking you along with me for a little bit of that. Today we're starting off in my son's room, and I was trying to get things in order for him. I wanted his room put together first to keep things as normal and comfortable for him as possible. If you're new to my channel, I have a 4-year-old son named Carson, and I'm currently 11 weeks pregnant with our second baby. I've been going through some pretty rough first trimester sickness, so this video was filmed over 2 days, but I hope you all enjoy it and you're excited for all the videos that we have coming up in our new home. I have been having a really hard time catching a vision for Carson's room, and I think a lot of that is because I have so many ideas for so many different rooms in this house, and it's just overwhelming, and I find myself feeling really scatterbrained. But I am so looking forward to doing his room makeover, and I'm hoping that soon I can get myself together and I can really think and plan and get his room put together sooner rather than later. Here I'm just putting away all of Carson's books into his dresser. We've always stored them in this dresser. It's just easy and it keeps them out of the way. Honestly, we do not read that many physical books anymore. A lot of the times we read digital books now, and it got me curious. Do you guys do that? We have a Fire tablet for Carson, and pretty much every single night we will go into his tablet and click on the books section and download something new. So we're always reading new books pretty much every single night, and he loves it. So I'm just curious if any of you guys do that as well, or are you still into the physical books? A lot of the decor that I had on top of Carson's dresser when we were living in the apartment and then also in our previous home just was really old, and I felt like he needed an upgrade. So I took most of it down, and I'm not going to put a lot of it back up because like I said, I'm trying to make over his bedroom, and I feel like I just need to kind of start from scratch. So there's really not much decor in his room right now at all. Also, I cannot find the lampshade to his lamp. Somehow it got lost in the move, so if you're wondering why that's like that, that's why. Hopefully I find it soon. Carson's floors were looking just a little bit dirty, so I wanted to quickly vacuum them before I moved on to doing anything else, because there's just nothing worse than stepping on little crumbs when you're barefoot. I cannot stand that. We're going to work on sorting Carson's laundry, so we did empty the majority of his dressers when we moved, just to keep them a little bit lighter for the movers. But I wanted to get everything put back together, not only because we emptied it, but also because I seriously have not really folded his laundry or put away his clothes in months, because like I said, I have been dealing with some pretty bad morning sickness. So I like to fold his things a certain way. I like to do the filing method where everything is standing up, and it has not been like that for a while, and it made me appreciate that style of folding so much more. It's just so easy to see what you have in there when everything is folded like that, so it felt really good to do this and get his clothes sorted and just get everything folded the way that I like it. I am so looking forward to just feeling good again. I'm hoping that when the second trimester hits, everything is going to turn around for me, and I'm going to have that energy that everybody talks about and not be nauseous anymore, because it's been really hard to just feel sick all the time and not be able to keep up with things like laundry or dishes or honestly anything. This whole moving process has been very difficult because I have just felt so terrible. And also, not to mention that I didn't want to announce my pregnancy too early, because if you guys are new to my channel, I have experienced a miscarriage. So I was a little bit nervous to announce it, but I was so MIA and so inconsistent on YouTube that I felt like I just needed to be honest with you guys and tell you what was truly going on. But fingers crossed that the worst of it is over and soon I will not be nauseous and I will have some energy again. Now this was obviously filmed on a different day, so here I am just trying to find homes for things as much as I possibly can, but this is going to definitely be a long process because our storage situation here is very different than it was in the apartment, and in the apartment I feel like I kind of had a system down and now I need to create a whole new one for this house, so it's definitely going to take me a while. When I went to put away our shoes in the coat closet, I happened to notice how disgusting the carpet was in there, and I'm for sure planning to rip this out, but for now I'm just going to clean it up. So I knew I needed to whip out my new Hoover vacuum. This vacuum is the One Power Blade Plus cordless vacuum by Hoover, and I'm telling you guys, it is amazing. I could not believe the suction power on this vacuum. As you can see, this nasty carpet looked so much better in like a matter of seconds. This is real time for you guys. Those vacuum lines are something else. I was so excited that this did such a good job. And while I do not like this carpet and I'm not planning to leave this carpet, at least for now, I know that I have a reliable vacuum that can make it look somewhat presentable. You guys will see because I'm going to continue to use this vacuum throughout the rest of the video, but it is very impressive. These vacuum lines are super satisfying. This vacuum is also incredibly easy to set up and to use. All you need to do is hit the power button, the middle button turns on the roller brush, and the bottom one will increase the suction if you need it. I love that this cordless vacuum has a headlight. It just makes it easier to see the dirt that's coming up in front of you. And also it's just one of those little details that I never realized I needed until I had it. This vacuum is also really easy to clean, as you can see here, because the dirt cup is completely removable. So you're just gonna take it off and hit the little lever and you can dump everything out of the vacuum and right into the trash. This vacuum also comes with a ton of different attachments, so as you can see here, I'm using one of them to really get into the crevices of this carpet and just get as much dirt and grime up as I possibly could. If any of you are in need of a new cordless vacuum, I would highly recommend this one from Hoover, and I'm going to put the link in my description box below for you to check it out. And I just want to say a special thank you to Hoover for sponsoring this video. Once that area was all vacuumed out, I put in our shoe rack that we've actually had for a really long time. This was from the first house that we lived in, if you guys have been around my channel for a while. And I really love this. I got it from Target, so I just threw it in the closet and put all of our shoes on the rack. We are going to be doing a toy rotation system for Carson for sure in this house because we have tons of storage space in our basement to do this, and I'm really looking forward to it because, gotta be honest, the toy situation is extremely overwhelming, and I'm sure that a lot of parents can relate to this, but it's really hard when your kids have birthdays and they're getting toys from family, and then Christmas and all these holidays, and then you've got grandparents that just kind of want to spoil them, and it's really tough. So our toys are just very overwhelming for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing the toy rotation system. But for now, I wanted to just get everything kind of put away, somewhere so that I could go ahead and vacuum. I had not really had an opportunity yet to vacuum the carpet in my living room, and I wanted to take care of that because, you know, it's a new house. Somebody else lived here. I don't know what their cleanliness situation was like, but of course I want to clean the space that I'm going to be living in and just make it feel more like mine and less like theirs. You can see on the left side of the couch here that my cats have absolutely destroyed it, just ruined it, and I genuinely don't know what to do because I'm so afraid to buy a new couch and have them do that again. This is the worst they have ever gone after a couch before, and I'm hoping it's just a fluke. Maybe it's just this couch in particular that for some reason they really enjoyed ripping it up. But I'm going to start being really intentional about making sure that their nails are clipped, and that there is a scratching post available at all times to hopefully entice them over the couch. And I'm trying to think of other creative ways that I can keep them away from it when we do buy a new one. But it is so disheartening how badly they have destroyed that couch. So I'm really hoping that whatever we get next, they won't destroy it. But if you guys have cats and you have recommendations for a certain type of couch, or material that is, you know, really good at withstanding cat scratches, then please leave them in the comments below. This is our new kitchen, and I want you guys to bear with me on this one because I'm trying to figure out the lighting for filming, and I felt like it was very orange in these clips and I was a little bit washed out in a lot of them. So it's going to take me some time to really figure out the settings on my camera to get the best lighting in this kitchen that I possibly can. But I do think because I have these wooden cabinets, it's just going to be a little bit tricky. I'm used to having like very neutral kitchens. This is all new for me, and we are planning to fully renovate the kitchen. If you missed my house tour, I talked a little bit about it. Not 100% sure what color scheme we're going for. It definitely will be more neutral. That's just what I like. But I haven't decided yet if I want to go for a white kitchen or if that trend is kind of dying out and maybe I want to do something a little bit different. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think. Every single drawer in this kitchen was pretty nasty, so I did wipe out every single one before I put anything into it. Also, I am not putting things back in any sort of particular way. I did try to be somewhat intentional about the locations of things, but I ultimately am going to have to do a huge kitchen organization, but now is not the time. Now is the time to just get everything unpacked and get things cleaned out as much as I can. And then I will have a ton of kitchen organizing content coming for you guys in the next couple of months. Promises and alibis, I don't believe. Told me you would change my world. Now I know what you We have a garbage disposal in our kitchen, which I've never had before, and I am a little bit excited about it. I actually didn't even realize that we had it until we moved in. But it does take up a lot of space under the kitchen sink, which you guys know I'm big on under the kitchen sink organization. So I'm going to have to get real creative on this one because there's very limited space under our kitchen sink. Something that made the unpacking process just a little bit more difficult was the fact that I was not the one who packed honestly hardly anything. My husband packed most of it because I've just been so sick that I haven't been able to do anything, and it just made it kind of tricky because I didn't know where anything was and I didn't know what was in any box as I opened it. It was kind of just like a surprise every single time. So it was a little bit interesting this time around trying to unpack things when I was not the one who packed them in the first place, if that makes any sense. But he did do a good job, and I'm definitely appreciative that he did that for me, because there was genuinely no way that I would have been able to get myself together in order to do it. It didn't matter how many times I cleaned out this cabinet, it still looked pretty nasty. So I think what I'm going to do is get some of that gripped like cabinet liner and just put that down in the bottom of any of these cabinets that seem a little bit sketchier than others, like this one. And then also under the sink has a ton of stains, so I think I'm going to put some under there as well. It didn't look like anybody has cleaned on top of the refrigerator in about 12 years, so I wanted to make sure that I wiped this area down because it was pretty nasty.
Won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road.
Unpacking was getting to the point where it was starting to really overwhelm me because there were too many things on the countertops. I've always been like this. I cannot stand having clutter on the countertops. If I could have just nothing on them all the time, I would do that, but it's just not realistic. So I wanted to go around and just kind of put things away, you know, in their new homes or wherever I felt like they belonged, clear off the countertops and wipe them down.
Even if the sky is falling.
Not going to lie, filming myself unpacking is incredibly difficult because I feel like I'm like a chicken with my head cut off and I'm running all around the house and then also trying to bring the camera with me, and it's just really tricky. So at this point I decided to call it quits on filming for the day just so I could focus on getting things put away as much as possible. So my day certainly did not end here, but I did drop off the video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and it gave you some kind of motivation. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to have a ton of renovation related videos coming up that I'm so excited for. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any of my future uploads. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you again in my next video.